Okay, so let's take a look at what reviewing a document and editing of reviews and accepting of changes looks like within PowerPoint. What I have open right now is the presentation we were just working on without any changes. And as I mentioned, what I did is I circulated a copy of this presentation to a hypothetical person who went and opened it, made some edits and changes, and saved those to a new file. So the process goes that I will take that new file and I'll compare it against this one, and PowerPoint will show me the changes that we have. So what I want to do is I want to go to the Review ribbon, and I want to hit the Compare button, and I want to find the compared one, and I've called this _reviewed. I will choose the Merge button, and what's going to pop open here is a revision pane. And this way I can cycle through and I can see what changes were. Now, before I distributed this hypothetical version, I introduced some inconsistencies into the presentation so that they would actually have something to review, introduced some misspellings and these types of things. You'll notice that this particular reviewer noticed that our title in slide number 3 is not red like the rest of the presentation. So if I go over to Slide Changes, Working Title, I can see, and I click on one of the slide changes, I can see that the text format color was changed. I can accept the change by hitting click, and you can see it take effect. You'll notice there's a placeholder indicating there was another change made here. I seem to be missing my bullets. I'll select that one, and I can accept them as a whole or individually. Now, if I go ahead and hit the Next button, it'll find the next slide with some changes to it, and I can go through the same process. There was an indication that the picture size and position was wrong. Okay. And I go ahead and hit Next. And I can see there was a change. I'll go ahead and accept that. Now, we'll go ahead and close that. And now I can actually take a look at comments as well. I'll hit the Show Comments button. It'll open up the Comments pane. And I can cycle through these with the forward and previous buttons as well. You can see that the person who made the revisions actually made comments so they could tell us why they had moved things. In this case, he moved the photo for consistency with the rest of the presentation. So you can actually see that you could powerfully control and recognize all the things that are happening to your document through this process of circulating it, having it reviewed, and then comparing the changes. All right, why don't you try managing some revisions yourself?